A woman was stabbed in the chest, one stab wound, deep, straight to the heart. She collapsed on the sidewalk, bleeding to death. The killer? Her twin sister.
I just want to make it clear that I've never had intentions of taking my twin sister's life. And if I could take back what I've done, I would in a heartbeat.
Amanda and Anna Ramirez were born on January 8, 1992, identical twins from an immigrant Puerto Rican family. From the beginning, they were inseparable. They looked identical and understood each other without words. Even the family would sometimes mix them up. They grew up in a simple, close-knit home and dreamed together of becoming nurses. As teenagers, their father fell seriously ill, so the sisters worked together to support the family, staying by his side until he recovered. From that moment on, they realized that together, they could overcome any hardship. They grew up and completed their nursing studies. Anna married her sweetheart Luis and had 3 children, while Amanda continued working at the same hospital alongside her sister. Their lives were intertwined just like in childhood, saving lives side by side. Amanda would constantly visit her sister Anna, sharing life's details and helping raise her 3 kids. Their relationship was closer than ever. They would laugh, talk, and find comfort and support in each other. When Amanda got pregnant by her boyfriend, it was a big surprise, but Anna supported her wholeheartedly. Together they prepared for the first baby, buying supplies and attending checkups together. Then the awaited day came. Alex was born, Amanda's son and the son of Anna's heart, too. They cared for him together, and motherhood changed Amanda, making her more mature and calm. The sisters dreamed that their children would grow up with the same closeness and love that bound them together. Years passed, and Amanda gave birth to her first daughter, but she suffered from postpartum depression. Despite the exhaustion, the bond between the sisters remained stronger than ever. They would go out together, stay up late, and share moments of joy with friends. The twins radiated energy and happiness as if each one knew what the other was thinking. On June 21, 2019, they decided to go out again. Anna, the exhausted mother, and Amanda, who was battling silent depression. But that night was different. They spent an evening together with friends, laughter, photos, and memories. At 5 a.m, they posted their last photo smiling and holding drinks that read, "Feeling positive vibes." Just half an hour later, Anna fell stabbed in the chest in front of her cousin's house. One stab wound, fatal. A mother of 3 children, a nurse, 27 years old, gone. Amanda's clothes were covered in her sister's blood. Her hands bore fresh wounds, defensive wounds indicating a struggle over a knife. Neighbors said they heard a loud fight between 2 women, no male voices. Amanda refused to let the police in. She said she hurt herself by accident, but the bloody footprints and the blood-stained knife in the sink raised suspicions, so she was taken in for questioning. During the investigation, she would cry, then suddenly go silent. She would speak, then refuse to answer. She said, "I don't remember. I was drunk. We fought over something trivial. I had a blackout." The first story. "I found my sister injured on the sidewalk. I tried to stop the bleeding. I got covered in her blood." The police didn't believe it. The wounds on her hands were defensive, not from giving first aid. The second story. "We fought. Anna slapped me. I left the place after 45 minutes. I went outside and found her on the ground." But the details were contradictory, and she couldn't explain the reason for the fight. The party guests confirmed there was a fight but didn't know what happened after. Forensics showed that the knife belonged to the apartment owner but had no fingerprints. The cousin swore he wasn't involved. Hours later, police received an anonymous call. Amanda killed her sister out of jealousy. The victim's aunt said, "Amanda was having a secret affair with Anna's husband. She took advantage of her resemblance to her, and when Anna discovered the truth, she accused her of betrayal." She added, I heard her bragging to her friend and mocking her stupid sister. The Ramirez family completely rejected the accusation. Luis strongly denied it. Monica, the younger sister, swore. There was no betrayal between the twins. Anna loved Luis, and Amanda had her boyfriend and had a daughter with him. There was no evidence of a relationship between Amanda and Luis, just an anonymous call and a rumor. The investigators found themselves at a dead end. On one hand, the jealousy triangle seemed logical, but on the other hand, testimony from loved ones contradicted it. No solid evidence of a romantic relationship. In September 2019, Amanda gave a final confession. She said, "I don't remember the reason for the fight. I drank a lot. After she slapped me, something snapped in my head. I blacked out. I woke up standing over her with the knife in my hand. I threw it and called the ambulance." She cried bitterly. "I didn't want her to die." But the investigators weren't convinced. A simple fight after 27 years of a perfect relationship doesn't escalate to a stab in the heart. The stab was single, precise, straight to the heart, indicating intent to kill. Why did she use the knife in the first place? And why didn't she immediately call the ambulance? They suspected that Amanda was hiding old resentment that exploded in a moment of anger and drunkenness. They began reviewing the sisters' past, looking for any real conflict, but the family denied any serious disputes. Amanda entered into a plea deal. She confessed. "Under the influence of alcohol and postpartum depression, I stabbed my sister with the knife. I didn't mean to. I had a blackout." And in court, she cried, saying, "I'm the most despicable creature. I will carry this guilt until death." The court considered the crime intentional murder with mitigating circumstances. The sentence: 6 years in prison with possibility of release after 5. Amanda collapsed upon hearing the verdict. Their mother took on raising Anna's 3 children, and the family cared for Amanda's daughter until her release from prison. They said, "We believe she's remorseful, and we forgive her for the sake of the children and in memory of Anna." But the question remained unanswered. What ignited that fatal moment? The police leaned toward the jealousy theory. The family insisted. Amanda was a victim of tragic circumstances, no conclusive evidence, no full confession. The secret was buried with Anna. In one night, 2 inseparable sisters became killer and victim. One stab ended one life and destroyed another. 5 children lost their mothers. A family shattered. And a woman who will live the rest of her life carrying the weight of what she did. This isn't just another crime. It's a story about the fragility of life, how one moment can erase everything. Even the deepest love can turn into an irreversible tragedy. Drop your answer in the comments below. If cases like this matter to you, hit that subscribe button. We cover real crimes, real investigations, every single week. This is Crimescams. Stay safe out there.